Hello to everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we will talk about sidechain. So the sidechain is very important in EDM music, especially in big room, trance, house. So in my playlist we have now the kick in pattern and waveform. If you start FL Studio you can find here the basic kick. So it's this. What I wanna do is to sidechain the kick and the bass and the pads, and I have a loop here with a hi-hat. In FL Studio you have everything you need. You don't need another plugin to do sidechain and to do good sidechain. So first of all is the kick, and we have a bass. I put the bass on second channel and the kick on the first channel. So I will route the kick to the bass but with no sound. So you hit left click and go to sidechain to this track. Here you see this green thing going to this channel, but is no volume in here. So the second channel will receive only the wave information. If I turn this up, then will be the volume, but I need only for the sidechain. And I go for second track in the mixer, where is the bass, and I put a fruity limiter. On the fruity limiter you need to connect the kick, so the fruity limiter receives the information from the kick. Here we go to compression, and here we have sidechain. So you click on the right click and you have here insert one, this one, and you select it, and from there you can adjust the buttons, the threshold and the knee and the ratio. Just watch. So the threshold is settled bass, but remember, for the kick you always want to be sidechain. You need the kick to true to the bass, like in the kick to have a little bit of bass, so the bass with the kick and the main bass and the main sub can glue together through this method. So let's make some adjustments here, but this is on your choice. So you make this till you find the right sidechain, and depends on the song, maybe you need more sidechain and less sidechain and so on. So this is the first method. The second method is gross beat. So let's go and find the gross beat. Here it is. So we have the gross beat. Here on the left you can select sidechain, so you have this sidechain. So this is the main sidechain. Here we have an attack, release and tension. The tension is very important. I use it when I use sidechain, and I make the sidechain something like that. And after that I use the tension to the sidechain in the mix. can do in gross beat whatever you like. This is the volume automation. Okay, but you can do whatever you like this, I don't know, like this, like a trance movement. Let's hear how it sounds. So from a basic bass like this, you can make it like this, and you have here different sidechains like trance and so on. This is a sidechain, but it's giving movement, so it sounds like this. And this is the second method of sidechain. Another one will be with the volume automation in the playlist. So we have the bass here, and I go and make a automation of the bass. Create automation, we have automation here. So whenever the kick is hit, I will duck the volume down. In this case, for the waveform of the kick is better to see it in the playlist. So we have till here we have the kick, so I want to put here the ducking, and I make it a sidechain. Delete this one and put on here. So like this, you can change the tension of the sidechain from here. So if you wanna do this, you need to have only one sidechain. So from this I can adjust the tension. And I can go even further with this. From this point you can go even further and select the first point that you make and select different curves. Let's see, pulse. Yep, and it's looking like this. Or let's see another one, wave, and select the middle button. Let's zoom even more and change the settings. And this is the sidechain of the kick and the bass. So this is very important, so the kick can hit harder in the song and in the mix, and you make space for the kick to hear the kick. Okay, I have never let the kick be so long, but for this, in this case, I want to show you how to make it. Just that's all. Another sidechain, you can make a ghost kick. So I can go to the channel and clone this, put it in a different channel, like let's see, 4. So I have the same kick on a different channel, and for the ghost kick I will make the ghost kick shorter. I will or pogo, or out. Yeah, but I like it pogo and out, maybe a combination of two. See, very short. And I put this in a sidechain. I put this on a different channel, put it in the playlist, and I move this and sidechain to the bass. And the ghost kick need to be removed for the master, and will be no sound, no volume information go to the master from the kick, only the waveform in the sidechain. And then I put the kick on, and we'll hear it how it sounds. This is another form of sidechain with the ghost kick. Let's go to the pad and see how it sounds the pad on a sidechain. So these are the pads, simple pad. Let's see what I've used here. It's just a harmless synth. So the ghost kick is still on. And on the pads you can use, I just cut a little bit of the lows. In this pads you can use the same sidechain with a limiter. And let's open the kick. And you can make different effects and different sound. You can use gross beat to make the sidechain again. Or you can select a different trance effect. And for the pads I recommend to use some saw effects and so on, so you make the pads moving, you make the sound more interesting. From a simple pad you just give the rhythm with the sidechain. But you can experiment in the gross beat. It's a useful tool and a very nice tool. And for the pads you can do automation, volume, and you can make the sidechain from automation and even different things. With the pads you can play and experiment whatever you like. Here we have a loop. a hi-hat loop, and usually I make a sidechain on hi-hats, on percussion, and so on. So I need to make space for the kick, and I sidechain the loop too. So for this I will use a gross beat, and if it's sidechain, you see the volumes here. It's kind of the same. I don't like that. I need the kick to be more present. So what I do, I put a sidechain and then adjust the volume here. And like this you can make room for the kick and still have the presence of the hi-hat and low and high frequencies. So this was the sidechain. Use it in production. I have used it in all my songs. You can even put in the mixer just sidechain and route the kick to sidechain and everything else going to the sidechain. So after I control this, I put here only a sidechain, and for this I will use a limiter. And like this, all you go through the sidechain will have the same volume sidechain, so will be more professional, more good for the tracks. Let's start the pads and the bass to see how it sounds. So I can put like you hear here on the pads, a sidechain with the movement, an effect, and they'll still have a sidechain who is going like a pre-master. So these are only a few methods of the sidechain in FL Studio. You can do many things with sidechain, and you can experiment. You can improve your song and make movement and interesting things in your song. And from this, especially in big room EDM music, you make the room and you make the space for the kick, and the kick is very important, is the base of the song. So this was everything for the sidechain. Till the next time, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and listen to my songs. Peace.